Most people have no idea where 30% of their paycheck actually goes every single month. Not a rough idea. No idea. It just disappears. And if you've ever looked at your bank account 2 weeks after payday and thought, where did it all go? This video is going to change how you think about money forever. Welcome to Money Straight Talk. I'm going to walk you through zero-based budgeting, what it actually is, how it works in real life, and why people who use it consistently keep an average of $800 more in their pocket every single month. No gimmicks, no cutting your lattes, just a smarter system. Let's get into it. Here's the core idea behind zero-based budgeting, and it's simpler than it sounds. You take your monthly income, and you assign every single dollar a job until you hit zero. Not zero in your bank account, zero unassigned dollars. Every dollar has a destination before the month even starts. That's it. That's the whole concept. But the execution is where most people either win or completely give up. So let's break down exactly how to make this work. The first thing you have to do is know your actual take-home income, not your salary, not the gross number your employer tells you, your take-home pay after taxes, insurance, and any retirement contributions. For someone earning $65,000 a year, that might look like roughly $4,200 a month hitting your checking account. That is your real number. That is the only number that matters when you build this budget. A lot of people skip this step. They budget based on gross income and then wonder why they're always short. Start with what actually lands in your account. Write it down. That is your budget ceiling, and you do not go above it. Now, once you have that number, you list every single expense you have. And I mean every single one. Rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, groceries, utilities, phone bill, streaming services, gym membership, coffee runs, happy hour, everything. The average American household has over 200 monthly transactions. 200. Most people are tracking maybe 40 of them in their head and wondering why the math doesn't add up. This is why zero-based budgeting works. It forces you to confront all of it, not just the big obvious stuff. Pull up your last 3 months of bank statements right now and categorize every transaction. I promise you will find at least 2 or 3 subscriptions you forgot you were paying for. The average person wastes $289 a month on subscriptions they don't actively use. That alone is $2,600 a year gone for nothing. Here's where it gets powerful. Once you've listed your expenses, you start assigning your income to them in order of priority. Fixed necessities first. Rent, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments. These are non-negotiable. For our $4,200 take-home example, let's say these total around $2,900. So you've assigned half your income and you haven't even touched food yet. Next comes groceries, transportation costs, and any other true necessities. Let's say that's another $600. Now you're at $2,700 assigned. You have $2,500 left. This is where most people just let that money float and wonder where it goes. Zero-based budgeting says no, you assign it. Savings goal, $300. Emergency fund contribution, $200. Debt pay down, $300. Entertainment and dining out, $400. Personal spending, $300. You just assigned every dollar. You hit zero, and now you have a plan instead of a prayer. The third point is about the category that kills most budgets, and it's not what you think. It's not dining out. It's not shopping. It's irregular expenses. These are the bills that don't show up every month, but absolutely will show up eventually. Car registration, annual insurance premiums, holiday gifts, back-to-school costs, medical copays. The average American family faces about $300 to $400 a year in irregular expenses that they didn't budget for. That's $283 every single month that isn't accounted for in a traditional budget. In zero-based budgeting, you calculate those annual costs, divide by 12, and assign that money every single month to a sinking fund. So when December hits and you need $800 for Christmas gifts, the money is already there. No credit card, no panic, no January debt hangover. This one habit alone can stop the cycle of feeling like you're doing everything right and still ending up behind. Now let's talk about adjustments, because your first zero-based budget will not be perfect. It won't even be close, and that's completely normal. The point of month 1 is not perfection, it's awareness. When you sit down after your first month and see that you spent $680 on dining out when you budgeted $250, that number is not shameful. It's data. It tells you exactly where the leak is. Zero-based budgeting creates accountability that a general savings goal never can. Telling yourself you want to save more money is like telling yourself you want to get in shape. It sounds good and it does nothing, but saying I am allocating $400 to dining out this month, and I get a notification when I hit $380, that is a system. Studies show that people who use a written or digital budget consistently save 18% more money than those who just try to spend less in their head. 18%. On a $4,200 monthly take-home, that's $756 a month. Almost exactly our $800 number. This isn't theory, the math works. The fifth piece, and this is the one that separates people who try zero-based budgeting once from people who actually change their financial life, is the monthly budget meeting with yourself or with your partner. Every month, before the month starts, you sit down and you build the budget fresh. You don't just copy last month. You look at what's coming. Is there a birthday, a flight, a car service? You adjust for it. This takes 20 to 30 minutes. That is it. 30 minutes a month to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. Couples who budget together are reported to argue about money significantly less and build wealth considerably faster. And for individuals, this monthly check-in is what builds the financial self-awareness that no investing app or savings hack can replace. You start to notice patterns. You start to make conscious trade-offs. You stop being reactive with money and start being intentional. Let's put real numbers on what this actually looks like over time. Someone who finds $800 extra a month by using zero-based budgeting and puts that toward a high-yield savings account, earning around 4.5% annually, will have over $10,000 saved in just over a year. If they redirect that to paying down high-interest credit card debt at an average APR of 22%, they save thousands in interest payments. If they invest it in a diversified index fund over 10 years, assuming a historical average return of around 8%, that's close to $145,000. One habit, one system, compounded over time. That is the actual dollar value of knowing where your money goes. If this kind of straight talk money content is helping you think differently about your finances, follow us and share this with someone in your life who's working hard and still feeling behind at the end of every month. We put out new content consistently, and every single video is built around real numbers, real strategies, and zero fluff. Join the community. There are a lot of people in there figuring this out alongside you, and that accountability is worth more than any single tip we can give you. Now, if you want to make zero-based budgeting effortless from day one, we highly recommend YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. It is hands down the most effective budgeting tool built specifically around the zero-based method. It syncs your accounts, tracks your categories in real time, and has helped its users save an average of $600 in their first 2 months alone. There's a link to try it with a free trial below. And coming up next, we're breaking down the exact debt payoff strategy that gets you out of $30,000 in debt faster than the minimum payment math will ever show you. You don't want to miss that one.